Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra Tutorials channel. I'm your host Larry, and today I'm going to show you how you can use the breeding pens in order to unlock some pals that would otherwise be a touch high level for you to get normally. Because my character is level 35, but I want one of those Anubis looking characters. And Anubis, the one that I found earlier up north in the desert, is level 55. So it's a little bit too high for me to go get right now. So in order to deal with that, I'm actually going to breed one. And if you look online, the breeding doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense, but if you look online, you'll find out different breeding combinations to get certain pals. And the one that I want requires me to use, and I already have these set aside, a King and a Bushi. So you just need to make sure that one of them's male and one of them's female. Standard breeding rules apply. And then you stick them in your base. And then you just got to go grab them by lifting them up. And then run them over here and yeet them into the breeding pen. So that's one. And now I just need to go get the King. And the other thing you're going to need, aside from unlocking the breeding pen at all, is you're going to need to have cake, which I'll go over here in a moment. So the things that you're going to need to get this to work are pretty straightforward. You're going to need to have unlocked the breeding pen, which is actually relatively early on, which is just the breeding farm right here. And you need ancient technology points for that, which you can get by fighting different bosses in the world, in dungeons, or world bosses, or tower bosses. You can also get them from going around and touching certain objects in the world and unlocking those. And then you're also going to need to have unlocked the better cooking pot, and that cooking pot is going to allow you to produce the cakes that you need in order to get them to breed. So normally, when you want these to breed, you're going to need to have the cake. And the cake, you just slap in there. They don't really run out once you put them in there. And the cake is produced by going here to this little cooking fire, and it takes some flour, red berries, milk, eggs, and honey. And to get a lot of those different materials, it also requires you to have access to a ranch, which will allow you to produce things like eggs faster and also milk. So once you have all the required materials, you've got cakes, and you've got a breeding pen, and you've got a pair of pals that you want to breed, it's going to take approximately 5 minutes for them to produce an egg. And every time that they breed, you're going to need to have a separate piece of cake inside this box next to the breeding pens, the breeding farm, for them to be able to actually produce anything. And what's going to happen too is they're going to be crossed between whatever their stats are. So if we go back over here and look inside here, they'll have a chance to spread their skills, both their skills for their task skills up top near their character portrait. So things like transporting, handiwork, cooling, mining, and watering, along with their passive skills like being a hooligan. Similarly, the Bushi is conceited and has fine furs, and they'll have a chance to pass on these different skills as well, like kindling, handiwork, lumberjacking, transporting, gathering, etc., etc. And generally, the Anubis pal is considered to be a very hard-working pal, so it's generally a well-sought-out one early on in order to do a lot of things around your base. Okay, so here, after 5 minutes, it produces an egg, a large frozen egg. So the next thing we need to do in order to hatch our brand new egg is we're going to need to get access to an egg incubator. And that you can get using one ancient technology point, which requires pallium, cloth, stone, and some ancient civilization parts. Ancient civilization parts are gotten when you fish up rare fish, or when you fight rare bosses. They will drop like 8 ancient civilization parts, so they're not terribly expensive. So we're just going to go ahead and build one inside of the base here with all of the others. And And from here, we can set our large frozen egg inside, and that's going to take approximately 20 minutes in order for it to hatch. All right, so the frozen egg is just about done, and that's pretty much all you have to do. Once it's done, like, cooking, it should just turn into a PAL, and if your party is full, it'll just go right into your PAL box. So you just hold to incubate the egg, and then boom, I got a Sibberlix, which wasn't quite what I was going for, but it's still a new PAL. So that's just an example of, you don't always get the combination you're going for, but you can get something out of it that you don't have yet. And it's usually something, depending on the PALs, that's a little bit more of a pain in the butt to get than normal. And now I can just teleport back to the other base where I have them breeding, and I can just go grab another one to stick back inside of the incubator, and the process repeats until I'm satisfied with what has been spit out of the combination. So here you can see it's been 20 minutes. I've already got another egg waiting to get put into the system, but like these guys have got 3 of them here waiting for me. So they'll just keep doing their thing until I tell them to stop or I take away the cakes. That's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a brief look at how to use the breeding farm inside of Palworld to get pals that you don't have access to yet, or at least try to. And there's a bunch of different tools online, like a pal calculator, or you can just Google like breeding combinations like I did. So that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Larry. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.